So Bitcoin's at 37K, right? 37.5K. What does this mean for crypto? Hey, this means that the Bitcoin halving period gonna be lit. All right, that's what that means for Evergrow Coin. All right, now I just talked about my last video. I ain't overhyping it. All right, I ain't trying to overhype Evergrow Coin. I believe the next Bitcoin halving period is gonna have all cryptocurrencies up. So what do I think is going to happen for Evergrow Coin? We're going to go into a little bit more detail, but before I do that, leave a like and subscribe and turn on post notifications so you know when I upload again. With all that being said, let's get into this video. All right, now Bitcoin is up right now. I want you guys. We're gonna take a step back, right? We're gonna go a couple years back. All right. First things first, Evergrow Coin is profitable when the volume is going crazy. All right. Let me state this for those who are very concerned. All right. During the last period of a Bitcoin drought or a crypto drought, we saw Bitcoin being the big dog. The blue area represents how much of dominance that Bitcoin had. And that green is Ethereum. They are taking majority, especially in that year before we get to 2019. So let me stop. Let me slow down a little bit. Take a step back. Now it's 2019. We're basically in the equivalent of 2019, right? That year, Bitcoin and Ethereum, 63%. 63%, dog. Would you look at that? They're at 68% in dominance right now. Once that period came to when that period was going on, we saw even higher dominance. We saw 72%. But right before that year started, right before the new year started, we saw around this time in 2019, we saw 74% dominance from Bitcoin and Ethereum combined. We flow into 2020, they still dominated. 75% dominance. But wait, where there's a period. There is a period where these others, where the others is no longer 15% to 20%, where the others become 30 percenters, right? And that is the altcoin season. It starts some point in 2021 and that thing started running, right? And it has had its moments here and there. It had its little spikes, all right? I'm going to try to move my mouse now. But you see, in every period there's a moment. There's a moment where there's a nice little 35%, almost 40% doggone near. I'm telling you this because that's when you're going to see a nice little run for Ethereum. I mean, Evergrow Coin. I'm saying it because of that very reason. Because around this time last year, or the last time that Evergrow Coin was running, this time went in Evergrow Coin's chart. If we looked at it, I'm sorry, I'm trying to process everything while also saying it. Evergrow Coin wasn't out yet. So they didn't even see the best of the bull run. To be completely honest, for the altcoin industry, Evergrow Coin didn't see the best of it. So take with that as you may. But while Evergrow Coin was around, the altcoins they were sitting pretty above 28%, and now they're sitting at that 19 below 20% period, bro, and they're trying to heal up. They over there got the med kits covering up the wounds. They over there drinking. We over here drinking smalls and getting as little volume as possible. While Bitcoin and Ethereum got the freaking chug jugs, boy. They drinking and eating good today and healing up. And they gonna be up in that next bull run. But there's gonna be a time. There's gonna be a time when the altcoins have their time. And it's gonna be at 30%. And if you want to look at what the volume was during that period, let's do it. Let's look at January 2020, 22nd in 2022. January 2022, I went too far up. January 2022, that volume was at $130 billion for the Bitcoin for the crypto industry. Brother, brother, what was the market cap during that time period? Bruh, 1.7 trillion. And then later on it hit 1.88 trillion. No, 2 trillion. And right before that, it was at 4, 3, 2.82 trillion. All right, so it's gonna be a nice time. It's gonna be a great, great time for the altcoins. Is all I'm trying to state, man. When them others, we're the others, and don't forget about BNB. Look at BNB, a token that we are paired with, hitting some nice 5%, 4%. Even when the others were up, BNB was up 4%. I'm trying to get to it, 4%. So basically, you put others with BNB, 35%. 35, 36% is what Evergrow Coin is going to see of that volume of the market cap. Of the market cap. That dominance is of the market cap. It's based off the market caps of all the other currencies. And BNB is going to have even more respect in a lot of people's eyes. It's also going to have the feature and the fact that they have faster and cheaper transactions fees, something that is not hype, that is something that is real, attainable, and touchable. All right, that is tangible and intangible because you cannot actually touch the gas fees in crypto. But that thing gonna look good. And that thing gonna look good. That thing gonna look good. And when you look at where Evergo Coin was at in January 2022, it wasn't nothing crazy. It wasn't nothing crazy. They had $2.6 million in trading volume, but if you look at where they were in the whole entire month of January, they averaged them. Averaged $1 million in trading volume, and at that spike, 5 million, 5 million hit 12 million, 10 million. One day behind 2 million, and it just kept on running. So I think that we're gonna have a nice little day, a nice little spot day during this time period where Evergrow Coin saw $62 million. I'm sorry for the sniffles just then. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that was November 30th, November 1st, November 1st. I don't think anything was happening during that time period. There was nothing really special. So I'm trying to, so I think the closest I can get is October 30th. And you can see others was at 28%. BNB was at 3.36%. So those are some factors to keep in mind as well. But right at that time, there wasn't really anything special. Now, we can even look at the volume and see what the volume was looking like during that time period. Boom. So roughly it was. It's not safe to say 130 billion exactly, but you could say that because there was a build up to that moment for Evergrow Coin, and it was like 55. You see 53 million, and then that day that we was just on, it was 33 billion, 33 million, 53 million. My fault, guys, for misspeaking. But luckily, it's on the screen for you guys to see. But that's all great and dandy, man. That's all good things that we want to see, and those are some. But I say, and those are some great things that we want to see. And the next bull run, the 53 million and the 33 million. But I think we had that big run because the price was so low and people, were building. There's hype around the anticipation of when it goes crazy, when it goes crazy, when it goes crazy, when it goes crazy, when it goes crazy. Because we all knew that people were going to buy in because that's what was happening all around. And it just all we needed the teams to do was just not sell and pump and dump or just release the liquidity pool or anything of the sorts. That's all we needed from the team. And that's where it got us. 50309. Not saying we're going to go back there and go back to that state, but hey, a brother could dream. Just a dollar in a dream is all about the got. It ain't about the crane, and I'm all up in the spot. All right, so I want you guys to all just have this in mind. So what we're trying to do now is not have hype. We're trying to say what things would have to be in place for that opportunity to come. We have to be aware of the dominance of Bitcoin and Ethereum, what they're having, and also the dominance of BNB and other cryptocurrencies as well. And then we also have to pay attention to what is the volume as a whole for the crypto industry and what is that market cap at the time. These are all indicators of if it is even altcoin season at that time. And now is the time that Evergo coin is going to be up, and you're going to see some rewards, and you might want to possibly sell. All right. Thank you guys all for watching. I'm going to stop the video there because I know I just triggered a couple people from saying sell Evergrow coin. But that's all in all. All right. Thank you guys for watching. It is the Script Legend signing out. Y'all have a blessed one and stay safe. Peace. Um, that's it. I'm not saying stop not hold Evergrow. That Evergrow coin is not a good long-term investment. I think people are starting to think that. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is though, you can sell when it's high and buy back in when it's low. That's always a nice little thing. But hey, I'm not a financial advisor, and this ain't financial advice.